Okay, I'm here live. So, my first live stream. I'm John the Engineer Turmel. These are the props I use in my election campaigns. My white hard hat, my Let's Diskette, that's the software for interest-free banking, and my royal flush tie. You know, I've got the ace for the royal flush. I got a winning hand. Okay. So, if anybody can find something where I haven't figured out how to do it best, I'll give you this certificate, which basically says that you found something I couldn't fix best. So, and $100 bill as well. So, how can we change our world before this pandemic is over? Well, I sent a post, and I may as well go get it. I sent a post on the internet and recently explaining what's going on. I'm going to basically intro with it once I shut my door.
Shut my door.
All right. So back here again, and let's go find that post. It's at my Facebook page. Yeah. Anyway, let's see how this goes. All right, so April 1st, YouTube, Smartest Man live streams. So, imagine that a mere banking system software upgrade can save the planet from what's looming. The Mr. Spock Upgrade ends my 1974 poem. That's the name of the poem, 1974, at smartestman.ca/1974. If Mr. Spock could at Computer Central all alone debug bad code to save a planet from the danger zone, no help he needed from the low-tech others with no clue. What Spock can do, the engineer says, I can do it too. The Spock Upgrade for online Bank of Canada account. A credit card without the interest on due amount. When all your payments go against the principle of debt, you're someday out of debt, and that's as good as debt can get when you're at zero. So I'm sure this is what Mr. Spock, science officer who figures out the winningest way to go, would do, because I'm the engineer specialized in the mathematics of gambling, figuring out the winningest way to go with math. I was teaching Assistant of Canada's only mathematics of gambling course at Carleton University, Mathematics 140. I was one of the world's first blackjack card counters in the early 70s, well, middle 70s. And I ran the first university student blackjack card counting team in Las Vegas in 1975, way before the other ones you've seen in the movies. So the Spock Upgrade. Now, right now, things are looking especially bad for poor, with the world locked down over the corona cold. Imagine the stress of sitting at home not knowing how you're going to survive, despairing on how to feed your kids, despairing on paying your bills, despairing on saving your business, save your job. Such stressful despair. If you have resources, people will come searching. So, government promising to help, more despair. While you may sit there in misery awaiting your fate, your quarantine may give you time to consider a way to fix your world permanently by fixing the root problem permanently, if not just in the next 3 months or for the next 3 months. Wouldn't all that stress disappear if you had a rich sugar daddy to lend you all you need right now with the rest of your life to pay the sugar family back? If you knew your central bank would lend you all you might need interest-free with the rest of your life to pay back the 3 months, 6 months, year of credit you may now need to tide you over, aren't all the stresses gone for everyone? Do you think you can't pay back a few months of current consumption over the rest of your life's earnings? Even a couple of years. Now, the government plans to eventually tax you whatever they have to spend to save you. My way you'd owe for whatever you spent to save yourself instead of paying taxes. So you'll owe for and try to pay off what you used. So see my video, Termel, win biggestly. This is at YouTube, win biggestly. I want my Fed account hashtag. And there's the link. On the best day of Christmas, my true Fed gave to me quantitative easing with a credit card paid interest free. That's for the Americans. So I've now got this channel, Smartest Man Says, and starting today, April 1st, I'm going to be trying to fill an hour every day until the end of the month when the quarantine is over. Now, I'll try and keep you up to date and take any questions on my email, johntermel@yahoo.com, my facebook.com/john.termel, or my twitter.com/kingofthepopper page, and answering my phone, 519-753-0645. So I say the Spock Upgrade fixes everything fixable in your world. And I'm so confident in my specialization of using math to figure out the winningest way to go that I have a framed certificate. You saw it with the $100 bill. If anybody can present a problem that I can't fix best. For any problem you want to suggest. So don't bring up something no one can solve, like a meteor about to hit the earth, where I'd suggest we break out the goodies and hold a great bon voyage party. So I'm saying that there's no problem that Earth's Mr. Spock, me, can't solve best. But if there's any problem you think can't be solved best, bring it along. We'll see if there's any problem Smartest Man can't fix. So I'm asking everyone who agrees that the Spock Upgrade would end their stress to tell another person about it every day for the rest of the month to cause exponential growth when things keep doubling. Doubling 10 times makes it 1,000 times bigger. 20 doubles is 1,000 times 1,000, 1,000,000 times bigger. 30 doubles is 1,000,000,000 times bigger, and 40 doubles is 1,000,000,000,000 times bigger. That's exponential growth. 3 zeros per 10 doubles. Starting with one person could hit Canada's 30 million in 25 doubles. 25 days. Faster if you inform more than just one other person. So if using your internet power to spread the demand for your online interest-free Bank of Canada credit card works, something really good will have come out of having people stuck at home. Remember, I've run a Guinness record 100 elections over 40 years to offer the voters the Spock Upgrade to interest-free sociable credits. Hey, if you got a loan interest-free, you'd have to call that sociable credit, right? There it is. So, 100 times I've run. Now, they didn't vote for it, which doesn't mean they voted against interest-free sociable credit cards for themselves. It means they were unaware it was being offered on their menu of political choices. Media didn't inform them and certainly explain no details. So YouTube for Prime Minister of the planet and see that I'm the only declared candidate with the promise to reprogram the world's central banks for interest-free credit cards for all. So 7 p.m., that started tonight, is our first live stream, and I hope to see you there and convince you to help share the good news from the comfort of your quarantine. The sociable credit card to save your family and friends is at stake. Back in 2000, my great ally, Thomas J. Kennedy's motto was, "Peace and plenty by 2020. I thought it should never take another 20 years to implement a software upgrade, but here we are. But if we can pull off the Spock Upgrade this year, Tommy No Usury's prediction will have been quite prescient. And I won't have to run in any more elections. I can stop at 100. So here's praying we all get our sociable credit cards and it ends the stress and panic of the unknown future. Think about how good it will feel knowing your future is financially secured before the lockdown is even over. Can we compel the government to give us central bank accounts with only internet pressure? What do we have to lose? So please share the good news. So that is the invitation to this series, and I'm hoping that we can organize some kind of pressure. So I'm going to urge people to use their quarantine time to spread the word. So I don't think I'm going to be able to sit here and fill an hour right now until I get some ideas on or questions about how their world can be fixed. I could go over some, I suppose, but I've already done that in my Win Biggestly video. I have at smartestman.ca/KOTP for King of the Puppers. That's my video index list, where you can see for the last 10, 15 years, I've been posting on how we can save ourselves by fixing the banking system. I've been posting on the Spock Upgrade ever since I've had a YouTube channel. So, but when you only get 100 viewers at a time and nobody ever spreads the word, what do you want, right? So, all these people in all these elections who didn't vote to have an interest-free credit card. You gotta admit, that sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it? But then so does, for instance, in the United States, you keep hearing zero interest at the banks. Wow, you can't get any, can you? So the banks might be able to get some at zero interest, but you can't. But now Donald Trump can. Did you notice now that he's talking about financing infrastructure with interest-free treasury loans? Good man, that's going to work. So, but I want people to have access to interest-free treasury loans too. So that way the free market of the individuals goes while the free market of the corporations goes. So it works for everybody and governments. So on that basis, I'm going to sign off tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. If I can induce somebody to come on and bring me a problem I can solve, and we can make this more interesting. Bye-bye.